There we go. Cool, let me see if I can pop a chat. Hello! Hello guys. Hello Bavin. Hello Mustak. And Premisa. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hello. Nice UI overlay? Yeah, just put something up together really quick. Hey guys, got a little bit of work to do this day. And it's work on a mobile game that we really haven't announced or I haven't really revealed. It's a small game just to get back into the mood of making those games and fix a bit of the movement yesterday. Today I have to do a lot of level design. It's a simple kind of runner game and I want to do this one just for practicing designing a level, which is also this week's topic on our Thursday video. So I gotta practice that. So at the moment, what I have here is a map, and that is my gym. So I just tell my player where to go by pressing 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5, or 6, and then I can try different gameplay prefabs. So it's simple as that. I also have a menu going on with art that isn't totally completed, but you know, that's there. So that's what I'll be working on. Oh, by the way, thanks for the likes. I saw you guys just tune in and dropped a like on the video. Thanks. I really don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming for today. I just want to get a little bit of work done, like I said. But if you guys have any question during the meantime or need help with debugging something, just make sure you actually post a comment. I don't have to focus on this so much, so I can spend some time debugging. Also, if you're curious, I'm actually using a 2D character controller, the one from Prime 31, so that's why it's a little bit weird in my scripts right now. Hey Chrisley, hey Rockley, are you guys related? Hello, Henky. So yeah, my control seems a little bit better than yesterday. I do have a little bit of stuttering at some places, but I'll work around it for now because I really want to get some level design out of the way. Which is why I'm going to start designing right now. This project I'm using time map again. Not that I'm a big fan of it, it just seemed like the right decision for this very specific project. So that's my current map. It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. And I think that the design should start in a Google spreadsheet. Right now I plan on having 3 worlds, which is like if you play it like a Super Mario game, there's a linear path for progression. Hey, what's up, Game Over? Not much, just working a little bit on design in this game. Not design, I'm sorry. Level design in this game. The design is done. Small mobile game we have on the sides. So let's see, it's a simple progression game. At the beginning, like these are my gameplay prefabs. You're gonna have some jumps that are 2 blocks wide, 3 blocks wide, 4 blocks wide, and up. And of course at the beginning you can't just send them into this one, right? So first world, we gotta teach them how to jump. So I'm thinking about using a couple of 2-block jump, and we'll keep it simple for the first one. So Henky says, question, will you CD? Will you do more tutorial on low-level API? Yes. Yes, it's in the plan. However, I always mention that, but It feels like it's not getting anywhere. But low-level API is not that simple, and maybe that's not the best starting point for someone that just wants to get in. So if you're watching a low-level API tutorial, you might be lost. Might want to start using the high-level one first. Let's see. Tile palette is up. I'm trying to create a game design plan, but I am not too sure which way I should do it. Any tips? You should be looking at some references of game design. I worked at different places and I saw different design documents. Everybody has a different way of going about it. Personally, depending on your scale of the project, me for like a small scale project, medium scale project, I sometimes am just going to draw on a piece of paper like screens that I want to see, and then I'll work around that. Like this game, it's drawn on a paper, and like all the screens I would see are on there. No words, no strategies, just simple stuff. Not that it's the best way to go about it, that's definitely not the best way, but don't constrain yourself too much about that. Like, don't constrain yourself with the game design doc. Just start working on something. It's much better that way. Hey, what's up, Poma? Hey, let me know, guys, where exactly you're tuning in from. I'd love to understand what kind of geographic we have here. Let's see. So if my player starts here, then I gotta teach him how to jump. And now, like I said here, I don't want to give him like complicated jump. Let's just start with the easy one. So that's a 2-block jump. So I have to teach him to do this. Give him enough time to recover, and then do it again. It could be as simple as that for the first level. It sounds really bad, but that's actually it. Sweden. Oh, Brown Eyes just joined, but he has to go. Well, Vampire Bro, see you later. Ukraine, Lithuania. Amazing. Czech Republic. All the way from Kuwait. We actually have business in Kuwait. Just recently, we have a crypto mine in Kuwait, so that's quite cool. I know where it is. That's why I'm so happy. Hey, I had a small question. Do you know the game Birds and Beans? No. Could you send me a chat with a link to a video, a gameplay video? I don't know actually if you're allowed to send links in here. YouTube's a bit weird. Let me Google it. Birds and Bean. Portugal, Nepal, Ukraine again. That's amazing. Like, nobody's from Canada? Am I the only one that's awake? Bird and Bean, probably a game, right? We're not looking for coffee in this case. Torito Tame, is that the second Mario? Like the fake Mario? We'll have to look at gameplay on that. Ukraine double, Ukraine tripled. Oh boy. It's a game for DSi. DSi. Bird and Bean. I'll try to send you the link. Well, if you want, you can send it in the Discord. Let's see. That's not the best quality. Well, looks like he's grabbing stuff with his Hong. I deserve more than just 17 views. It says 32 here, but yeah, no, I know. It's the weekend, right? And I'm not streaming often. Like, I just came back to YouTube maybe last week, so things build up, and you lose everything when you go away. So it's a bit normal. Okay guys, so like I mentioned, this is a level in my game. Right now the collision mesh is just like that. That's the flat for the start, and then we move on, we have 2 jumps. And this level would now be classified as 4 difficulty wise. So I'm going about it the wrong way right now. What I want to do is have my worlds like decide on, say if it's world 0, 0, then I want to have difficulty 4 in here. So I want to have 4 points of difficulty. But I'm trying to undock this. There has to be a way to undock that. Yeah, okay, so I'll just do that. So first one, I want to have a difficulty curve, right? So my first world starts at 4. Simple. Then, of course, on the next level, you want to increment the difficulty by a little bit. So we could go up to 5, or we could go up to 6. Let's see, so Distra sent us a link in chill. Hey Nerk, what's up? Not much, man, just working on this little game. Mobile game. Let's have a look at this. Birds and bean. You're a bird that blows on bean. So, okay, so how can I design my character so he's not allowed to go off a platform or fall, even though he got a rigid body and gravity? Because it's 2D and I can't use a nav mesh as far as I understand. Right, so if you don't want your character to be affected by gravity, you simply have to tell him not to simulate that. So if you head over here on your rigid body, well, this one is static, right? But yours is not going to be static, it's going to be dynamic. You don't want it to be simulated. No, that's not that. You want it to be kinematic. So go change that to a body type to kinematic, and then you'll also have to change the way you move it. So if you're using add force at the moment, instead of using add force, you're going to change the velocity instead. Just to give you a quick line, because I know you might be a little bit confused by what I said. Let's boot a script so you can see. So you're going to find your rigid body, right? Then make sure it's on kinematic. And instead of using it, instead of moving using the dot add force, you're going to be moving using don't mind everything else but that one line here. So you'll grab your rigid body, find object of type blah blah, rigid body 2D, and you'll do dot velocity, and that's where you'll move. So dot velocity is going to be equal to, say you're moving right, it could be vector 3 dot right. Your left, it could be minus right. And of course you play around with the speed here if you want, so forth and so on. And that is how you will be fixing your gravity issue. Do you know anywhere where I could learn how to code in C#? Man, anywhere. Anywhere, really. This channel has a little bit of resources for that, so if you want to get started, there's a playlist. Hey, what's up, Naliak? What's going on with your game? So gotta go back real quick to my spreadsheet. Here it is. Want to have the world 2 with a bigger difficulty, and then I'm just gonna give the player like 2 levels before he before I assume he understood how to jump, and then we can head on and actually bump that up by quite a lot. So we could go to 8, 12, give him a burst here at 20, and then the last level could be really hard at 24. Actually, that's a big jump, so let's do 18, 22. So that's the difficulty values we want to have. In this case, we have 4. I'm going to be heading in this one, level 2, which is broken. But that's because I changed my tile map, so let me just get rid of all of that. Get rid of the cloud. Actually, I really don't need anything, so I'll just drop all of that. Or maybe the collectible, yeah, I need that. I'll store that in the prefab. So this Russ asked, did I already use Scrum as a team? So Scrum is the agile methodology of waking up in the morning, going up to your team and being like, this is what I've done yesterday, this is what I'll be doing today, and here are my blocking issue. And it's like a meeting you have with your whole team every morning. Yes, I have. It's effective if you get along with everyone. It can get redundant. Like, there's a rule that Elon Musk said, well, not Elon Musk, like a lot of people say, but like Elon Musk made it popular recently. If you are in a meeting that makes you lose your time, just leave. And I feel like that the Scrum methodology forces you into a meeting that might not be useful to you. However, it's kind of useful to have you around in case you can help other people solve their problem. Yes, I have been in a meeting. That was the question. I kinda went off the rail here. Please make a new player controller video, including jump, dash moving. We really need a new one. That's funny you ask, because this one has a dash in it, and it has a jump. But it's 2D though, so I don't know how much, I don't know how this one could do. That being said, I have to keep my collectible around, right? Because collectible are also supposed to be on this sheet here. So there's two things. There's the game mechanics, and there is the... well, game mechanics, the gameplay prefab, we should call it. And they have a difficulty. But there's also the rewards. And those are not in here right now, so better insert them. But yeah, no, this is doable. We could make another video for that. However, I am doing a pace of 1 video a week right now, so I don't think I'll be able to fill in all the requests. Please make it in, okay. Yeah, this trust says, I sometimes feels like working on a 3D project easier than working on 2D projects, at least in Unity. I feel the exact same way, man. I feel the exact same way. I had so much trouble getting this character controller to work properly because I'm just not used to using the 2D things. But once you nail it down, I mean, it's gonna work. It might just not be pleasant, and you might be used to doing 3D instead. Oh, and don't get me started on this thing here, the tile map. Tile map is one of my biggest nightmare. I don't sleep at night because of tile map. Alright, now what I gotta do here is I would like to give a reward to the player. Every level I have 3 collectibles, 3 simple collectibles, so let me just extend this level a little bit and create a small bump where I can give my player another collectible, so I will do that fairly soon. Well, Nanayak, it's a matter of what you're used to, right? I personally have the biggest issue with 2D. I'm just not a big fan, you know? And also depends which kind of perspective you're going for, so if you're going for, say, top-down, I feel like top-down is much easier than side-scrolling. Let me paint a little bit of that on. There we go. Okay, so we got our collisions. And that's my one-way collision. I'll just remove all of that. There we go. And we have these two things, right? So the one beneath, oh, actually, this is so weird. I don't like tile map. Right, so here they are. These two have to be on different layers, because one of them is going to be tagged as the one-way platform, and that's something really cool that you can do using the Prime 31 controller. You have a one-way platform, so when my player enters the zone, he is going to keep going through, and he's also going to be able to jump on top of this thing. And that's where I'll put like a collectible here that he can only reach if he jumps. So let's give this a try just to see if it works and if I'm not totally in the wrong. Okay, so you learn how to jump. Oh crap, he's being stuck. Why? Why is that? Oh, there we go. Had a wrong setting on the player. Well, really, what do you guys think? Like, if we just make a quick pool, do you think that Unity 2D is harder than Unity 3D? I guess, like, if you're working on 3D stuff, is it easier than working on 2D? It's all a matter of like personal preference. For me, I think 3D is a lot easier. Yeah, just saying that personally. Again, it all comes down to personal opinion, I think. Okay, so let's see this one. One-way platform. This one isn't. Now, let's find out why it doesn't work. Maybe I'll have to create a new collision just for this. Plus, I want to create a new collision because I really can't tell the difference right now. So let's boot Photoshop. I would say so because I have little experience in using 2D. In my opinion, 3D is easier than 2D in Unity. I don't know about Game Maker. Hey, hello Alvin. How you doing today? If you just joined in, let me know where you're from exactly. Well, not exactly, I don't want to have the town, but like, which country? Hello, I don't think that there is a difference. I got a little bit confused here. You said hello, and that's like the greeting in my language. So, I just want to create some additional collision here so I don't get confused, and I will make it very, very small. Here, that's my additional collision. I could technically just rip it apart from the other thing, I just realized. Let's see. So, going on my sprite atlas. Here it is. Oops, that's the wrong one. My collision atlas. I'm just going to create a new one, just like this, and that is going to be collisions. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. It needs to have the full square, because tile map is a thing. Well, back to this. Oops, I think I broke it. Alright. Here we go. Apply this, and we have a new collision. Sweden here. There's so many people from Northern Europe. That's eventually where I'll live. Somewhere around Finland would be great. Sweden is cool. I swear, I'm gonna get a haircut soon. Okay, so back on the topic, this is our tile palette, and now we have our new collision, we can just put it here. And it's not going to break. Amazing. It didn't break, however, that's not where my thing is supposed to be positioned at all. I feel like the pivot point is totally wrong. Oh, that's just me. I didn't do a full square. My bad. There it is. If you're curious, the music is from Epidemic Sound, and I didn't really choose it, but it's really groovy. So that's the type of collision I was looking at getting. America, finally someone from America. I can relate now. Well, not really, I'm Canadian, but still. Hey. Okay, so with this one-way collision, I'm gonna be hoping to go right through it. Oops, I fell. Okay, I suck. I suck at my own game. Yep, I go right through it. And that was a little bit weird. Yeah, so I feel like I can't jump. However, it goes on it, but it feels really bad. No more collision, one-way collision. Dirt tag, fine. Composite, yep, they'll do. Maybe if I make them a little bit thinner. You can now float over gap. Let's see. Let's go back on game. Yes, I'm laughing at your joke, but I'm not saying it out loud. This might be due to my player not being able to jump high enough, so I don't want to modify the player value so much as I kind of design around it. But what if we just increment just a slight bit, see how it feels. So this jump is easy, this one is easy. Okay, and I felt like I went right through it. Yeah, okay. So back here, I now have to implement my rewards. And those are the collectibles, so let me drag that in here. One of them could be collected by moving on it, as simply. It's the first level, so we gotta tell them like how this works. The second one could be achieved by jumping. so, and the last one could be achieved again by jumping, but from this platform. Let's see, why is this here? Oh. What kind of game is he trying to make? I'm just making a runner game, so small, yeah, runner game. Where you collect stuff and then you finish a level. It's super simple. Reason I'm doing this with Yume just to get back into the mood, and she's gonna be, well, she's making the art. So let's see, going on the collision layer. I think I'll actually take that, put it this way instead. Since we're moving quite fast, we don't really want to scare our player too much. So that's collectible 1, that's collectible 2, and the third one, I want to put it a little bit higher. Then we'll go check if we have the right mix of difficulty versus reward. Okay. Right. So let's find out why my collectible are actually not doing anything. So tag collectible, that's fine. Okay, I think that's on a Racoon controller. You guys are speaking in a weird language. What is that language, by the way? Okay, so that's my game scene, and I was on a Racoon controller. For the time being, I am going to destroy. The language annoying. I bet they're having good conversation. No, I did not really study. I didn't study much. Computer science, I don't think is a good field to take. I have a personal opinion about it, but I think you should just sit on YouTube and watch stuff on YouTube. With enough discipline, you will be able to learn on YouTube, but that's really the key word, like discipline. And it depends what kind of person you are too, I say. Learning is not something that everyone wants to do. And for some reason, knowing that, I still went into the education field. But to be honest, guys, just the fact that you're watching tutorials online, it sounds weird, but it makes you part of a really selective group of people that want to self-improve. And you know, like, everybody on the planet wants to be entertained. Laughing is cool, it's funny, and you know, gives a lot of good benefits, but learning something, not everybody wants to learn something. A lot of people are happy where they are right now. And just the fact that you are pushing to learn something makes you quite different already. Okay, so here we have 3 rewards. And I would say that they are fairly balance, I mean, you have the option to go with the least resistance path, which is this one. So you have to jump twice, or you can jump once to get this, twice to get on top, and then third time to get this one. So you do have a path of least resistance here. And you're being rewarded by getting those collectibles, which are going to show up at the screen in the end. I'm going to end this with a little bump like so. And it's going to go into the future. Yeah. Small step with big goal, yeah. Small steps to big goal. Alvin asks, do you play Fortnite or PUBG? I played both back in the days. I stopped Fortnite a month ago, so when it got popular, I stopped playing. Not because I wanted to, and because like I was edgy and oh, it's popular now, so I don't want to play it. But simply because I went into the mining stuff. However, I play a game from time to time, so I played one yesterday actually with one of my good friends. I'm good. I'm decent. I'm just gonna say I'm decent. Do you think it's best to have all the level in one scene or a level each scene? So it depends. So let me actually answer this question by showing you this current setup here, because you know I'm using it, so therefore I think that's the best way to go about it right now, depending on what kind of game you have. So here's my setup, right? I have one game scene, only one, that contains my UI, my player, a game manager, a game scene, everything to work, make a scene work. But when I load that one scene, when I load this scene, where is it? Where is it? Here. I do a additive load on my level. So I always have the same UI for every level, however, I load it selectively using another scene. So my game scene is always on, but then on top of that, I load one of these in my folder down here. So in this case, I would load 0, and you're going to realize that there's nothing in 0, like absolutely nothing else but the level. What is this? That's a wall, okay, we don't have one. So I have level and I have these, which are the bits. If you touch them, you basically die. So I have to put that here, I just realized. There we go. And that's my first level. It's as simple as that. But I don't load it at the beginning, like I load it using the game scene. And even better than that, if you want to go back, do the whole game flow, this is what I actually see, right? So that's my level 0, 0. I click on it and then it loads it. And I can play. And that's the one I just made. There, and here would be the end, somewhere around there. Now for some reason it did not realize that it's on the floor. Why? Oh crap, I put that on the wrong thing. Another reason why tile map is so annoying. So I gotta remove all of that. So one with collision, delete, delete, delete. And now I'll go back on collision. And guess what? I was doing it while the game was running, so I have to start over again. There. So I hope that answers your question, G Dot. And it's also a matter of how you work, by the way. If your designer thinks it's easier for you to just put everything in different scene, then you should listen to him. If he thinks that he would be able to work better by having by having only one level, then you should listen to him. Okay, now to save on collision. Oh, we can just do that. We don't have to save on collision. Here. First level, and now we finally need a winning point, so let's do, that's a bit. Create empty bits. Put them in here, create empty, And I want to have one for the winning object, so win when you reach a certain point. You just win. For this one level, of course. And this one, we don't want to make it, we want to make sure they don't go around it, so I just make it bigger. Will I publish this game? Yes. I won't publish it on Steam though, that's a funny one. No, it's gonna be on mobile. It's gonna be on mobile. I'm testing out some builds soon. But I still got a lot of level design to do, and Yume still has a little bit of art to do. And, you know, a lot of other things like Discord connectivity that is almost working. So you'll be able to log in with Discord to save your progress and just be on our private leaderboard. Okay, so that's the win. Then you click on that and you head back to level 2. Level 2 is not created yet. Now, let's set a little bit of heart. I think we can do some heart with what we currently have. I see, because I tried don't destroy unload, but my player starts doing weird behaviors. Yeah, it depends how you load it up, right? If you do a don't destroy unload, then make sure you don't go back to the same scene, or if you do go back to the same scene as that don't destroy unload, then you're gonna have two different objects, so make sure one of them destroys itself. So then it says, I didn't know about additive scene loading. Just recently released a game with 50 levels, and it was simply duplicating all the UI. Well, if it worked, that's fine. Like, there's no issue with not having it performance-wise. In fact, sometimes it's even better to duplicate it, but if you had trouble working because of that, and like the whole copy and paste was disruptive and you lost a lot of time, then of course it would have been better if you just did additive scene loading. How many games do I have in the Play Store? None. None that I actually like. I think I have like 3. But I don't have much on the Play Store. I'm mostly I'm a dude that just likes to experiment a lot and never really finish a product, but I told myself that 2018 is going to be a whole different year for that, so well, that's why we are working on projects right now. Okay, so this tile palette, we did the one-way collision and the two-way collision. Now we get to move into something new, which is called art. Let's do floor. And here is where I have to draw. Now, I'm not the best at drawing with these, so bear with me. I think I can use these two to get away with a lot of what I have to do, so let me just duplicate that. I really don't know about the music, guys, don't ask me. Yeah, I might not be able to use this like that, can I? We'll have to see. I actually want to create birds and beans so I can play it myself in my free time. Can you export game to PSP with Unity? You're going to need a dev kit, and dev kit is going to be expensive, yeah. PS Vita, I guess, but you're going to need a license on top of that, I forgot. About to release my first game, 600 level and only 4 scenes, that's good, man. That's good. What's my preferred platform to release game? Android. Android is so easy. It lets you do everything you want, including you could do pretty much anything you want with your Android thing. You could even add virus if you want and do that kind of bad stuff, and they would let you do it. That's how Google Play is. Not saying it's a good thing, right? It's a miss sometimes, often. But just know that it's there. It can be done. Okay, so focus on tile map, then we can see that. Cool, cool, cool. I play Zelda on PSP. That doesn't make any sense. Don't want to make it sound like I'm begging, but could you make a tutorial on or a stream about dedicated server? Yeah, I think many people would appreciate that too. It's a hard topic to get into because first you need to understand how DevOps works a little bit, at least to have your machine running, and you already lost like a lot of people right there. Like, who knows about DevOps? And I mean, a couple of us do, right? But my analytics shows that not many would know about DevOps. And it's not in a bad way or anything like that, it's just that we don't do that so much here. I'm feeling like I placed out the wrong spot. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get away with this. And then I'm going to need this again. So we're doing a second jump. Just like so. Oh, and this is where it gets weird. Okay, so how do we do this? Did I develop for Nintendo Switch? No, but I have a lot of close friends who are developing for Nintendo Switch. In fact, they got nominated for a couple of awards. And also people in my town, like, there's a lot of studio like in Quebec City, right? And 3 of them got nominated for, and actually got into the Nintendo Indie thing. So it's a crazy place here for Nintendo Switch. Things are going well. Let's see if I can do this. I don't like drawing tiles like that. What if I do this instead? There we go. Just put that till the end of my level. And this one doesn't need to have any collision on it. Let's see. What is your favorite genre to make and to play? To make? Anything really. As long as it's not, like, as soon as I get some good art going on and some particle effects, I think everything is pretty much fun to make. But when it comes down to what's my favorite to play, it changes all the time, man. I can't answer that without... yeah, it changes so often. What about this? How am I supposed to use that? I want this to be my floating platform, but it's kinda weird. What about snow? No, snow is really weird. Okay. Or is it weird? Oh. Okay, I could use that, I guess. Let's go on the one way, and we are going to do this kind of crop. Okay, nice. Order in layer. I want this to be, say, on one, or is it, should it be behind it? Yeah, so something like that. No, I don't have any background, which is kind of crap. I wish I had a background here, but I don't. So let's see in the game what this gives. Maybe my camera is too high. Yeah, we barely see the effort I've put. Oh, that's a shame. You can still fall there and you can still die, okay. The pits are too close, that's for sure. Let's put that down. And I might be modifying the camera a bit. There we go. Yeah, so we see a little bit more now. We really see the fall. And that's where the level ends, okay. Then we can mute all of that. Remove the sprite render, leave the collision zone, and that is our first level. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't have anything for the background right now, which kind of sucks. I wish I did. Wow, he's uploading something, not LD41. I know, right? I'm actually doing something with my life. Sometimes. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit of level design to fix this. There we go. Cool. Level 1 completed. What about level 2? So I think I'll just wipe everything and I'll start off from a fresh level 1. Grab all of this, copy, paste it here. And let's see, so these values are wrong. In terms of reward, I'll actually scrap the whole reward thing, and what I'll do instead is I will create 3 paths, or 4 paths. The path of least resistance is only gonna have, well, it's not gonna have any collectible. The path with a little bit of resistance is gonna have 1 collectible, and so on. So until we have 4 paths. Like here, right? This has 3 paths because the one we give it for free. But this one you can only get by jumping. So if you don't jump here, you take the path of less resistance. This one, you can only get it by jumping on these 2 things. Or you could just decide to scroll right through the level like there's no big deal. Technically, all you have to do is jump twice and you pass the level. There you go. So that's what you need to do. But that gives you only 1 collectible. In the second one, I don't want to give this one away for free. I want to be doing something else instead. So, on the second level, the minimum difficulty I wanted to at least be... Let's make it at least... Well, it says 5 here. Let's keep 5. So minimum difficulty could be 5. Which means I need to implement... I need to change one of these 2 jumps for... this. I just realized that doesn't make any sense. So this is 1, therefore this is 2. Okay, this could be 4, you double it. Okay, my bad here. I messed up. RIP, rest in pieces. Either way, we can do a 3-block jump. To make it a little bit different, first we're going to change, we're going to focus on that, put that on collision again. Where's my collision? Here it is. What's the team this time? There's no team, man. We're just creating a small mobile game. How old are you? How many years have you been using Unity? I don't know, I think it's been 5 years that I've been using Unity, and I haven't always been active though. Like I haven't always been doing Unity stuff while Unity was alive. How old am I? I think I'm 23 now. I think. My mom should be able to confirm. So I kind of want to do that, then I realized that's going to mess up a lot of things. This is not meant to work like this. Unless I do something of the sort. No, I don't want to do jumps again. I don't want to do triple jumps. Let's do a simple double. Ooh. So I'm gonna take this, go on the downside this time. Why not finish level on the down? Or on the really high up. Ooh. That should be a 2, okay. And then we move on this way. There. So we have a triple jump. Well, we have a 3 and then we have a 2. Now, how do we fit 4 different ways in that? When was the last time your mother saw you? Well, obviously a long time ago, else she wouldn't let me have a beard this long. It's been a very long time. Probably like 1 week. No, but like really, I'm back in Canada, so therefore we see each other more. So those are my one-way collider, okay. I think I'm gonna do something weird here. Yep, that could do it. Hey, level 2, boys. Could you give a quick rundown on how the additive scene loading work and what happens to scene? Yeah, sure, no big deals. By the way, when you do something in Unity, something that is really great about this engine is that you can always look at how it reacts, or you can always have an input through the inspector itself, so you can see what's going on in the editor. So, just to give you a brief overview, if we have a look down here in my project folder, can we see it? Can we see it in the screen? Yes, we can see it. Under here, there's a scene called game, and game is the one that has the additive call in it. I can show you. It's right here. That's in my game scene. So when my game scene is starting, so in the awake at the very beginning, I load a level called. No, I load the level with its ID right now, and the ID is a 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 normal int, which happens to also be the name of my scenes in this case. So as you can see, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now what I do is I convert that int into a string, and that is actually my scene name. So what happens, I load that, the one I need. So if I say I'm on level 3, it converts it into a string, then it fetches the scene called 3, and I load it in the additive manner. Now game is always loaded first, and then eventually, once the awake is through, you're going to see that your scene is loaded. So that, in this case, that's 0. And it's just on top of this one. And now you end up with having 2 scenes, actually 3 scenes, because technically when you do a don't destroy unload, it's also another scene apart. But here are my 2 scenes. This one is always here first, and it's always gonna have priority. And then this one is the grid, just the level itself. Now, working this way is good, but you're gonna have a little bit of referencing error unless you use like different techniques, different design patterns, such as in this case a singleton. I'm using my singleton inside of these objects, so inside of 0, using singleton that reference to the game scene, so I don't have any reference issues here. But it's always just adding a scene on top of another. In terms of issues you might run into is if you have 2 UI in both scene, then of course you can have a duplicated event system, you're gonna have duplicated X, duplicated Y, and duplicated kind of stuff like that. You can't have the camera in the second scene. And other than that, it's just the same thing. It's the same thing. You just load a scene on top of another. That was a really bad rundown. I'm stuttering with my word. Good morning. So I'm gonna head back really quickly in my loader, just do the whole flow of the game. So I'm going to see if I actually can enter level 2. That's level 1, that's level 2. Here's my collision mesh, which is still on. Then yeah, I got a little bit of issue here with my actually a lot of issue here with my thing, my Racoon controller. Feels like that when I'm on a one-way platform, it doesn't know that it's on the floor. So I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, these rays, these yellow rays, means I'm not on the floor, so it's looking for the floor, it can't find it, which means that I got some bugs in my code. So ground layer, what is my ground layer? Oh, it's serialized, okay. Ground layer, also put that on one-way platform and I should be good to go. There. What is my favorite game? Right now I would say Fortnite. Haven't been playing in a while though. But anything that's like relevant to the current times and also competitive. The only reason I'm saying Fortnite, I wouldn't have said Fortnite like a little while ago, but now I'm saying Fortnite because it's eventually going to get some esport around it. So that's always something. If I'm good enough, I can compete, and I want to compete. I always love competing. Man, I don't know why sometimes they just create those random ramps in the middle of nowhere. It's so annoying. Okay, so having that said, we're gonna have to modify, say, the one way. Whoa, why is it doing that? Why am I taking the whole thing? Oh, it duplicated it? Really? Crap, I don't want to have that duplicated. That's too heavy. So I think that's really how I'll go about building those levels. Quite simple stuff. Put that here. I really don't have the means right now to do a different shape, unfortunately, so that will do it for now. Did I make the art for this game? No, Yume did. So she's the one taking care of that. It gets better and better? Yeah, no, I mean, it's gonna get better and better for a little while at least, until we can figure everything out. And then there is this floor layer, which is always gonna be the one that will be taking ages to do. So let's just try that like this. Oops. Let's put that here, and we should be good. Yeah, gonna need a little bit better tiles. Let's see. Awesome, bro. Yeah, it's getting better. I was setting up a Trello for my game, helps me keep track. And I have a task, and I made a bug tab. I added the task, why is this empty? Nice one, man. If you want to find it, like, if you need bugs, I'll find you some bugs. I'm sure I can get a lot of bugs out of your game. That's what I used to do when I was at Ubisoft. I would challenge people that said that, and I'd break their game apart, and they would hate me forever. Great friendship! Hey! Yeah, that's gonna be a draft, boys. That's gonna be a draft. To make sure I have like the best styles, what I should do is I should ask Yume to actually try and paint, so she would see the troubles you run into when you try to paint this. That's what I'll do. She will understand the struggle. Plus, I don't have any 45 degrees angle I can do, so I gotta cheat a little bit here and like do something like this. Not so pretty, but you know, that's what I gotta work with right now. There, that will do. Our professor says, yesterday, my brother once worked at a location where someone came in and just smashed a whole keyboard with random keys. and made the program crash. Here you have bugs. That's a dick, man. It's a dick move to do. You don't do that. Let's see, so technically I would need one more of these for the one-way platform. That's all the way over here. Okay, I think we can actually wrap this up, so let's go and hide the collisions again. Hide this collision. Then in terms of collectible, one is going to be located at this area. Oops, okay. 2 would be located when you jump off this area, and then 3 again would be located somewhere here. Having all of that done, we can head to the game. This game is easy. Level 1 completed, level 2 is here. You can climb. That was a small visual bug. Here you go. So I have a feeling level 2 is easier than level 1. Yeah, the triple thing really doesn't show up that much. But yeah, once we have a background and some proper tiles, I think we can do something with that. Oh, and also gotta fix a weird bug with the controller. Oh well. Ooh. That's a bad thing to do, Cronkster. Setting up like wireless. You see, like, you should go with a very small key, right? So those Logitech USB keyboard and Logitech USB mouse all in one. And it's a really small adapter. You put that in the back of the computer, the teacher's computer, and you just start typing stuff while he's typing, just to mess up with him. Good morning, good morning. I created a low poly castle pack. You can download it for free. Just go to my channel and the download link is there. Okay. I mean, that's cool. You put some free stuff out there, man. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Okay, so how many levels? I only have 2 levels completed. So I wanna have 5 levels per world, and I really gotta do like a design thing. I really gotta think about my design a little bit more. Here we have a couple of ways, right? So here is a 3-block jump. Here is the 2-block jump, technically. So this one is worth 2 points, and this one is worth 1 point. So that's 3 in difficulty. Path of least resistance is 3. 3 for world 0, 1. That's 0. 0, 0 has only 2 jumps to do. This one has 2 jumps to do, but one of them is harder. Now we're gonna crank things up with the next one. We gotta go up to 6 minimum difficulty, which means we're gonna have to do 3 small jumps. No, actually, we're gonna have to do 6 small jumps, or 3 big ones. Big. And like I said, that's the path of least resistance again. And the level length has something to play with that. However, we decided not to mess around with it in our case. So again, I'll be collecting all of that. Let's go here, face that. And collectible can all go back at the beginning for now. Oh, the pits. Okay, the pits were still good for the last one. I didn't modify them. Thanks for making videos. Thank you. The class I didn't in, I love the teacher, great guy. He would watch me work and question half my work. I'd be like, if I did that, the outcome would be this. I know the errors before I'm done. Actually, if you didn't dislike your teacher, that's something new. Okay, it's getting a little bit messy, so I'm gonna make sure I just destroy everything before I get any work started. So wipe that. I'll wipe the one-way collision too. I'll wipe the floor. Oops. What are these songs? I don't like these songs. There. Increase audio, very low for me even at max. Am I not shouting hard enough? Well, the music is really bad, so you don't want to listen to that. Right. Let's wipe the floor. Okay, so that would be my floor. Again, start with the collisions. I'm gonna go here and start painting. So we said we needed to have a path of least resistance of 6. So let's make it a little bit harder, right? Let's go like this. Then you would have to jump over 3 right off the get-go. I'm not sparing anyone. Another 3. Oh, is it too fast? I think it's a little bit too fast. Let's keep it that way, like so. Then we're gonna do 2 sets of 2, one next to another, like so. And again, finish in a uphill, like so. There we go, we kind of have something to play around with. So, path of least resistance, that's a 2, that's a 2, that's 4, 5, and 6. So we meet our path of least resistance. However, now to give rewards out, we gotta do something else. To give the rewards out, we gotta do some other type of collision. So, let's go ahead and create a whole new path that is not even connected. I'll be doing that in the one-way collision again. So having this done, I'll want this to be a very small platform here. So you have to be quite fast. Well, that's gonna be the harder path. And it's gonna go into another small platform, into another one. I don't know how that's gonna work out. We'll find out. Okay, since I really don't know how that's gonna turn out, I'm just gonna give it a try. Well, actually, so if it's equal to -1, then we're gonna start with level ID, else force level ID. And it's a serialized field, so all we have to do is modify it. Hey Hamid, thanks for the good comments, my friend. Yeah, that's quite hard. Ugh. Everything is too clustered together, so we're just gonna give it more room. So these are gonna be one-way platform again, but they're gonna be 4 in length. Oops. Oh no, I put that on the floor. Crap. Okay. One-way collision. And then we'll do a 4 jump, which is really hard to accomplish. And here we go. Good. So here's gonna be flower, the hardest flower to get. Now, the easier one to get should be somewhere here. Yeah, and then that's a 4 block jump again, so that's perfect. First flower, second flower. Then I want to do something else for third flower. But where should I put it? Just before reaching the exit, maybe. It's quite hard to do a jump when you're going up, so that'll be my excuse here. Let's take those flowers. This one's gonna be right above. I can do it. Second one would be right here. Hello! Hello to you, my friend. Then my wind tile would be a little bit further, like that. Oh, I forgot to put collision here. Alright, let's give this a try. Let's see, where exactly do I start? So I'm starting quite ahead. I'm just gonna move the whole thing. A little bit further up, so taking all the collision I have. Oops. Oh, actually I can't do that. Crap, I have to do it by hand. That's a shame. Hello from Brazil. Ah, finally people on the same side of the planet as me. So by doing this, I removed a third jump, which is totally fine. I'll add it a little bit later on. And at this point, I've introduced that's the third level, and I've introduced these two. I could do the 4 block jump. This one's really hard to do, I guess. And I also want to get into walls. Walls aren't there, but those are basically jumps. So I'll put that down a bit. Some arbitrary difficulty right here. Well, I'll go grab myself a drink real quick. I will be right back. Acid bundle tutorial? What are you talking about? Acid bundle? That's like really adult stuff. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta go up to 6. We can either do 2 more jumps, or maybe introduce the wall. I'd be down introducing the wall. So that's all we have to do for the wall. This. But then again, that's only 1 point, so let's go a little bit ahead and force a jump. And with that jump force, I can do one-way platform and then finish the level. Okay, that'll do it. So collectible 1 stays there, 2 stays there, now 3. would be. Somewhere around here. Just gotta remove the one-way collision first. There. So that would be our mesh. Now, let's try this out. It's most likely not going to be that cool. I have that feeling, because everything is all clustered together. And this is something where you would actually die. One shot. Oops, I didn't move my mesh. My wind mesh. Here it is. So again, the beginning always feels so rushed. Like, I don't want the beginning to be that rushed. Maybe I can cheat a bit. Well, not cheat, but I can just move that. Like so. By 2.5, maybe? Yeah guys, if you have any requests right now would be the time to send me some. I'm much more responsive when the stream is on. We're still lagging a little bit. Oops. That's good, actually. Oh crap, I didn't move my my wind mesh. Good, so I'll do it. Gotta start painting now. Let's see. So collision is here. I'll extend that a little bit. Then it says, please tell us your thought about how to create a indie team. Why do you wanna create an indie team? Not an indie game. And doing that without money. You're going to need money eventually. It's not true that you can work without getting money, so you have to get a prototype out that's gonna be able to impress at least someone that's willing to put some risk money on you. So here's my plan if I was to do it. Create a really nice prototype on your time off, only time you can afford to lose, I guess, and pitch it and become a better salesman than a developer, because being a developer doesn't really matter in the end. You gotta get the money. to have the project funded, and then once you have the project funded, you're gonna find someone that's better than you anyway, so you just become a good salesman and learn how to pitch your game. Quick question, I'm doing a blueprint sort of system. I'm using scriptable object with booleans to tell if it's locked or unlocked. How do you save scriptable object, or do I put the bool on the slot script? I'm going to skip this question. I haven't really dived into scriptable objects or the entity system yet, which is a shame because it's much more efficient. Yes, and yeah, what am I making? I'm making a small mobile game. It's some kind of runner, and I have to draw right now, but I suck at drawing. Let's bring this in, move that here. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Yeah, but it's a small runner game. Nothing too complex. I just want to get into the mood, like back into the game making mood. So that's what I'm doing by creating games. Like I took a really simple game to get back in the game. So it's weird. I should have taken it a little bit more like a complex game, I guess. Even for the LD, I took something that is kind of out of scope. But for that one game where I don't have a timeline, I took something easy. I don't know why. We're actually making it with Yume, so there's like two here. There's two people. Are you a fan of Silicon Valley and the TV show? I watched Silicon Valley, I liked it, however I had to start at like season 3 or season 4 because I watched it on the plane and going to the Philippines and coming back from the Philippines, and those are like 13-hour flights, so I binge watched the whole season 3 or 4, so I didn't start at the right place, but I really enjoyed it while I watched it. Hey, honest man, wow, yeah, I mean you gotta be honest with that, because at one point you're going to need money, right? Oh, actually, wait, no, that's the wrong question. Yeah, no, the entity stuff, I haven't messed around with that, man. I'd rather not lead you into the wrong direction. What's the game idea? It's a once the story is done around it, it's a raccoon that steals gold, and then he leaves with the gold on the cart. And it's all inspired by one video. Racoon is a raccoon that steals. Oops. Yeah, it's all inspired by this video. It's a raccoon that comes and he steals. He steals the cat food. Then at one point, the human comes and he's like, shh. But then the raccoon, he gets spooked. And when the raccoon gets spooked, he flees. There it is. Then he comes back and he steals the gold. That's it. That's really it. There's nothing else to it. But yeah. Oh, boobs. Yeah, my my YouTube feed is filled with weird stuff. You said boobs? Yeah, here. It's all crypto stuff though, mostly. So it's finance and money, and then apparently there's boobs around finance and money. So God save the Queen. Okay, now the ramps. I really hate the way I don't have any 45-degree ramps. So I kinda have to improvise here. With these. Oh boy, how am I going to go up this? Like so, maybe? You know you can use tile brush rolls. It automatically... No, I don't know these things. I actually don't know these things. Brush rolls, I mean, I see the default brush thing. I never really went and did that though. What's the paint target? Nope. Select palette prefab? Nope. Maybe I'll dive into that. But I saw it in the demo, right? The demo they were drawing and then there was some automatic fill. So I know what you're talking about. Where is it? But the thing is, I'm gonna have to redo all of that Bam Bam simply because she didn't make me any 45-degree slopes. It's such a shame. Yeah, I can't get it to work here. That'll be it. Let's have a look. The tile map rule.
To them, right? And you can see how, and I'm going to start drawing.
Amazing.
And what you'll see as I start drawing, so this contains 3 types of tiles, and these are scriptable tiles. And the first one that we're going to look at is this grass platform rule tile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of the tiles from this grass platform rule tile. And I'm going to start drawing. And what you see as I start
Okay,
drawing,
yes, I have this. I just realized I have to script the whole thing too.
detect as we update the
That'll be perfect. I'll actually use that.
what type of
Just gonna make sure first that I have proper
appropriate tiles,
angles.
right? And you can see how
That'll do it.
quickly I'm doing
How many
this.
language do I speak? I only speak 2. Well, kind of.
Just think
2.5, I guess. I understand one, but I can't really speak it.
Perfect tiles to match, right? So you can kind of go as crazy as you want in terms of adding tiles.
Let's move this guy.
Suit every situation.
See, one-way collision. One-way collision is done. Now I just want to draw some one-way. And they're smaller, so let's see what I can do with that one. Oh crap. That ain't small. Okay, so we focus here. Let's remove this one. Pretty neat. Yeah. I mean, I was forced to learn English because if you want to get out of this place, eventually you have to learn something else in French. So you're born speaking French, and then you just realize that you can't do anything with your language. Well, you can go to the French market, I guess. Oh, crap. There has to be a way to make... I had something in mind. I really want to make some kind of level editor just for myself that makes it fun to create a level. Like it's a game to create a level with like achievement and fast pace, whatever it is. I think I could entertain myself for a while. But hey, 2018 we gotta release stuff. So here I am working on the real project instead. Small scale project, still a real one. Okay, we seem to be good to go. Let's go ahead and remove the collisions. And where is my win? My win's over here. Cool. Same question, right? So how many games have you published on the Google Play Store? I only publish like 2 or 3, but I wouldn't say I'm really proud of them, so I'm not promoting them. Thus... Oh, what was that? Oh, that was my wall. I forgot to do something about my wall. Let's go back. Gotta complete level 2 first. Is that my wall? Oh, right, I'm forcing the same level over time. So yeah, whatever I do is always going to be level 3. Now my world's over here, okay. Cool. Totally forgot about this dude. Here is the only thing I can really do to show this. Something like that, and I gotta make sure I kill the player if he walks into it. So that's bit number 1. Bit number 2. there's the third one. And then finally, there would be a wall. And the wall is gonna be this tiniest thing. That's a trigger again, so if you touch it, you die, basically. So that's gonna be super small. I want to see my collider before I put it. Yep, right in front of it, something like this. So this should now technically kill me. So same here, I grew up speaking Arabic, and I learned English in the process, and now I'm giving German a shot. Might go for French later. Oh, that's a lot of language, man. Good luck. By the way, skip French. Skip French. Good morning. Hey, what's up, Luke? Oh, on devrait se parler pour avoir... ça tente vraiment de faire un TD later on, de quoi genre Dungeon Defender, on devrait prendre un petit après-midi pour établir une discussion. Yeah, so kind of a platformer on mobile. I'm still lacking art right now, but at least we got the base down and I'm just creating level now, so just doing level design with my difficulty sheet. So let's turn that off. Should be good to go. We gotta test this wall. See if the wall works. Ah, crap. I suck. That's my wall here. And I just die instantly. Okay. That's good. I'm sure I'm free all the time now. Why? What happened? Alright, so that's our 3 level. I think I'll actually stop the level design here, as I have to go through it again and implement other things in the sheet, such as jumping over items instead of jumping over holes, because when you jump over an item you can actually recover, which is not the case with holes. You just fall and you die. Kinda sad. School is over this summer. Oh, that makes sense actually. Hey man, why don't you stretch the depth object all over the level? Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought about that while I was doing it. It would be a smart thing, right? I should definitely do that. Or maybe, yeah, maybe I'm just gonna remove it completely, just have a condition instead. So, UI wise, I'm looking at some good UIs. I really don't know how to make decent UX for mobile. So let's see. I'm on my phone. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So UI wise, let's have a look. Because I know they have simple UI. Maybe we could just go for something like this. It's round, it's thin, it's white. Yo, what's up, Ben? The UX is so simple in their case. I'm struggling to find ideas for a good game to build. I suck at brainstorming. Yeah, well, I mean, we can definitely help you out here. All we have is ideas and little execution. I'd like to make a game over the summer and to publish. What kind of game? Like what platform? Yeah, material design, it could definitely do it. Do God of good sheet. What? Good shit, what? God of War UI. God of War UI? What? Probably mobile. That looks really Ubisoft-like. We're going for a hand-drawn instead. Yeah, we're going for a hand-drawn, and I know that Yumei's inspiration is Yoshi's Story, so... Moa means a party game. Moa. Game. I was thinking about some type of tug of war type of game. So tug of war is pulling the rope thing. Oh. You wanna do a clicker? My next thing is to do a clicker. Oh, 20 Indian rupee. Thank you, agent. Mucho appreciated. Thanks. Alright, so let's go ahead and do, since it's some kind of a Yoshi story, right? We're gonna go ahead and do first thing, the measures. I'm gonna do triangles as UI. Hey, if you're down for a clicker, I've got one on the line that I'm currently designing. It's not gonna be the easiest thing, and it has an actual monetary goal at the end. Ajin says, you helped me over my final year's project. Keep up the good work. Glad I did, man. Glad I did. Keep up the good games. You gotta make some good games now. Once you're out of school, it's gonna be a real battle, so gotta stand out. Okay, let's get the length of this. So I'm going landscape right now, 1280, 800. 1280, 800, okay, 1280. Or you know what? I'm gonna do myself an atlas sheet instead. 512 by 512. Yeah, it sounds perfect to you. How much work do you want to put in it? Like, let's actually speak for real, like actual. Because I'm going serious with the next production. Like, this one is the practice game, and then after that, there's the clicker game, which is a little bit more serious, and then we see where we go from there. The design document is being written in a real professional manner for once. Which, by the way, this is for mobile, and we're aiming at the 62% Asian market. So there's a bit of grind, but clicker is all about grind. Yeah, you mean how much time? Exactly, so how much time could you pour into it, and what discipline could you bring? Do you want to program a bit, or you want to just do art? You want to do, because there's no rig. There's no rig in a mobile game, my friend. Can't afford that. It's too expensive. go ahead and get some slice on there. So I have a 512 by 512. Let's divide that, say, by 64. We can do 8. 12.5. Okay, that doesn't really work. Well, that works, but not well. Unless you have a summer job, I can be full-time. What field? Where could you help though? Like, what discipline do you bring? I have a feeling I should do that. Instead of doing 64, I should do 128. I have a lot of space for this UI. Coding and some art, I guess, whatever needs to be done. We will probably have a faulty appreciate for mobile too. You think Asian will like it? I'm sure. Bro, I gotta keep up the good work. I got to go, keep up the good work. You are the best and you're a genius. I will watch it later. You deserve more subscriber and support here. Without my money, I have only 20 bits. Hey, thank you so much, Ajin, for the kind words, and thank you for 20 rupees. Really appreciate it. And of course, yeah, you gotta keep up the good work too. Not just me. Again, thank you very much. I know I don't want to hijack your chat box. Let's chat when you're off stream. Okay, I'll send you a message request. I changed Facebook, by the way. I tend to change my name on Facebook quite often. Let's see. There. If you see a weird person with a weird name, that's most likely me. There you go. Faulty Apprentice. What is Faulty Apprentice? Oh, it's a dating sim. I'm gonna put that on the other screen and have a look. Actually, it looks quite good. Boy, oh boy. I know these characters. Have I been playing that before? Awkward. Hey, yes. Trying to get a little bit of work done here. I'm going off the tangent quite often, but I gotta get some UI out of the way. And I have something in mind that I'm going to execute on right now. I don't know if it's gonna look good, but I'll give it a try. I will not let my idea go to waste. I'll give this a try. Something of the sort. Let's merge. Oops. Ah, there we go. Now I gotta find the perfect color that's gonna match my game. Probably gray like my soul. F0. Oops, that's not it. Can't get into F0. There, I guess that matched my whole color scheme for the channel too. Hey, are you making a game for Android? Yes, I am. Yes, I am, my friend. I'm making a game for the mobile devices. and I'm hoping it's not gonna be too ugly. So here for my texture, this is my UI, Atlas. And that's funny because it's not really UI Atlas, I just want to build something with that one piece that I just did. Oopsie. Check this out. Let's check this out. Wait, did I save it in my LD folder? I don't see it. Yeah, I saved it in the wrong project. How stupid am I? My bad. Just popping in to say hey and get some inspiration, bro. Hey man, what are you working on? Daniel? We might be able to help you as a group. Let's see. Put that here. So I want to replace this panel. This is what I really don't like. I'll just remove the image completely, create a new background. And this will take the whole screen. Cool, now I gotta do something with this background. So the plan I had in mind is just keeping this object empty and then creating sub objects beneath it with this texture I had. It's weird, it's a little bit hard to see with all the stuff on top of it. Like the gray, where is that gray coming from? Oh, here, okay. You're back! Hey, what's up, BRC? Nothing new, same game from last, just trying to add some new feature and art for our update. Okay, well, good luck with that, my friend. If you need anything, just let us know. We are all around the world. Discord down, description down below. I said down twice. Got a couple of people joining in again. I'm really glad when I see those numbers go up. We have more people in community. Make sure you grab roles. We have like so little people with roles. We only have like muddlers and gameplay guys and helper, of course. Some cool kids. Yeah, you do have roles, never mind, but if you want more, you can grab it here. Add gameplay. See my gameplay too now. Oh, I already have this role, okay. Never mind. Remove gameplay. Haha. A bot works. Amazing. It's like it was made for that. What's the game about? It's some kind of runner game where you collect. It's just a warm-up basically. And that's what I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a warm-up. Hey, what's your game about? It's just for warming up. Don't mind it. I don't really like the game, don't really play it, just for warming up, you know? I'm gonna spend a couple of weeks working on something just to warm up. Okay, so back on this, right? All I wanted to do is just really duplicate this thing a lot. Maybe go for something like that. And since it's... Is it really 100? Oh yeah, it's a width of 100, so I can just do minus 500, minus 4, and keep that going like so. Actually, I'll do it manually to make sure there's no gap. Is that optimal? I don't think so. It's being batched at least. Thing is, if I want this to be optimal, I gotta make sure I will be splitting it apart from moving canvas element. This code is top notch. Yeah, Rem, you got it. I could be working on Discord a little bit today, but instead I'm doing these decisions. The next update on Discord is simply to have a the pathing system, so you get some points from helping peoples if they give you points, just like an honor system you have on forums. Oops, I lost my frame. Can you make series on card game with realistic animation for mobile device? I'm to be super honest, I dislike playing card games, so that is most likely not going to happen. Then down here, I will add another image. This one will have this color, and it's gonna be as big as it wants to be. On both axes, actually. What is this music? It's difficult to animate card? Yeah, it is difficult to animate card. I would honestly just have a look at Hearthstone and just try to copy that. Who will be working on your actual real game? What do you mean? Well, I know the answer, me, but which game are you talking about? There it is. So what if my background is actually like that? Oops. Then all I have to modify is my animations, of course. Let's see. So this is animation end, I believe. So in N, this one blocks the raycast, this one now has alpha, and this one should now be on the screen basically, so where it is right now is perfect. Just gonna make sure I edit this position, and then when it's not there, this thing should be all the way down. Ah crap, I just want to move the position, not move the whole thing. Oh, I know that doesn't work. It's going with a certain scale. That's definitely going to mess up everything. Rip. Okay, so the next one, the one I'm writing document for, well, it really depends, right? At this point, there's only me, but Luke might join in. It really depends. If we can find values in adding 2 people on the project, sometimes it's just motivation having someone else, like depending on what you need to do. That helps. What is this music, Rem? This music is the following that I put in the chat right now. Everything's on Epidemic Sound. That's the only place where I actually run music when I'm off stream. Simply because they're the only one that won't be striking my channel. Hello, my best YouTuber. Ooh. Ooh. Is that me? Thank you. Okay, so this is what I want to edit. I just want to edit that. Why am I moving everything? Crap. So size delta, don't want to change that, obviously. Let's leave that here. And then when the game ends, this is where I should change position. So remove the preview. It's always like this all the time, but when I actually play this, it's gonna be up there. Good. Which means I should be ready to test this. So let's head into the game and complete one level. We shall see. I really want to see how the game looks like in the background. Oh crap, I hit the wall. Okay, I hit the wall again, so that's definitely a bad wall. Gonna have to redo the collision on this one. And the whole control, I think, it's not really smooth. Okay, so that's fast, but it kind of gives the result I wanted to give. So what if I just go here, under the game scene, force, level, index, well, -1. So we always have the first level. And I'll make sure this transition is extremely long, so from here to end, it could be full no, actually that doesn't work. Or does that work? We'll give it a try. If just modifying this is gonna work. Okay, there's a weird alpha thing going on. But yeah, it kinda works. So let's remove the alpha, make sure this one is always on. Oh crap. This one should always be on, so technically game alpha is removed. 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 And should be good. Crap. I just read a funny comment. Hold on, I gotta finish this. Okay, no, so yeah, it's a bit better. Of course, it could be a lot cooler, but we can make it cooler. Digging the artworks remind me of Advance War. Really? Advance War was one of my favorite games on Game Boy. Actually, it was my favorite game because there wasn't anything else to play, but the turn-based war thing was really cool. Can you clone the game Rush or anything from this developer? I think that's what you meant. Is Rush the car game that you just destroy stuff and make money? Is this... what the hell? I'm not kidding, guys. I'm on autoplay, right? And suddenly the Russian anthem just plays. There it is, in the middle of nowhere. We'll leave it on. No, I won't. I won't clone games. I'm kind of done cloning games. I wanna get a lot of practice into designing them myself. So cloning is out of the picture for 2018. Simply because I wanna write down these documents and I wanna create the actual mechanics that makes it fun. Don't mind the music, by the way. The way I do it is I have the keyframe 1 second into the animation and not in the first frame. Well, see, I'm not really using keyframes, I'm just using states technically, and I'm shifting that over with the, but yeah, we could do that. We could actually play around and have an actual animation in the menu instead. Oh, can I actually see these when I'm playing? Yeah, I can. Well, should be a little bit down. The rest is all going to be about making this feel good when I jump and such, because there's a big issue right now. I kind of know where my issue is, but it's going to mess up something if I change it. Yeah, it's here. It gives a really weird floaty thing instead. Oh. I gotta choose my poison. So I go in the gym and I test this out. Hey Daniel Rousseau. Bonjour. It doesn't touch the floor if I put that on. I mean, it gives it a really floaty feel. I don't dislike the floaty feeling. I actually like it quite a lot. Yeah, it's kind of weird. What if I couple things? Okay, so that's not gonna work. I can jump, assuming I'm hitting those last two rays, so if it's one or if it's two. So if grounded. Let me add some more condition here. And if is grounded, it's not equal. To 1 and oops, that's not it. Grounded int not equal to 1 or I guess not an or but a and again. Grounded int not equal to 2, then I can't jump anymore using the last two rays, the long ones. I don't know what's more fitting, this song or the Soviet anthem. I don't know, man. I'm glad I caught you live. I've learned so much about game development in general from your channel. I'm currently 30-year game development myself. That's actually cool, man. Is it like somewhere physical? Are you going to school or you're just taking that load by yourself. So the jumping is fixed. But there's a whole floaty aspect to it that I'm not sure if that's gonna float. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't plan on having these kind of slope in the game, but I wanna have a code that is gonna survive if it happens. That's my biggest issue. You go to school 2 more years to go. Hey, yeah, at least you got halfway done, man. That's good. Can you make a game in recorded series like The Past Glide or Subway? This will be a lot cleaner. Yeah, I mean, those aren't really meant to be tutorial what I'm doing right now. Just meant to be some kind of way to chill on Saturday, and if you have any question or suggestion like you just did, that's like perfect time to ask and to share. This song is most fitting with the slopes. Oh, we had a clean one right here. That's a clean one. That's clean. There we go. -2 should do the job. What if we try this in the actual game now? You guys don't even know what the best part of this game is yet. It's not even the gameplay, because that's, you know, that ain't the best thing. The best thing is something I can only show you on mobile, and I can't really show you actually. Could I? I'm gonna try. Looking at 5 years at university going forward. Man, why? Why though? Why school? Data processing, 2 years in Master for AI. Actually, that's quite cool. That ain't nothing. It's actually worth something. Alright guys, let me do something. I'ma boot this up. Let's see what kind of scene we have. We have loader, menu, game. That should do it. I'll be showing you the best thing about this game soon. Meanwhile, how's Bitcoin doing? $9.3. Ooh, not bad. Not bad. Anywhere else? Oh, I haven't really reinvested in Bitcoin. I'm really looking at doing that soon. It's a crypto miner, yeah. 1010 feature. It runs in the background of your phone. You don't even know. It's like silent and stuff. Alright, let's try and have a different scene here. I haven't done my scene in OBS, so my bad about this. Welcome. This is me. I am Messi in the morning and in the afternoon, pretty much every day. Game. We go. That down here is a progression. You never saw that. I didn't show you, but. And here's a small button that has nothing around it right now, but if I click on it, oh boy, it boots a web view with Discord. And assuming I sign in, the glare on this thing is awful. Assuming I sign in, I'm connecting to Shark Boy. You know this boy? You know this big boy? I know this big boy. Everybody knows this big boy because it's our bot in the Discord chat. That's our Shark bot right here. On mobile phone. Connectivity on mobile phone. Oh, I'm so laggy, sorry. Yeah, no, I usually drop frame rate when I build. Yeah, it's actually really bad. Crap. How do I fix this? I don't even know what causes it. So fixing it is quite hard. Like stop? Why though? Oh, maybe it's the scene, I guess. Hello. It's me. I'm laggy. Amazing. I haven't done anything and yet it's up. Cool. Hey Yume, since you're watching, I need some background and I need some yeah, I need some background and I need some 45-degree slope, and you're gonna have to start and paint this with me so you see how painful it is. Can't wait. Yeah, so apparently when I put my camera in a big screen, like if I use the other scene, it starts lagging. That's new. I should update my OBS. Cool. Right, I'm going to wrap up like one small thing on my end screen, and then I'll be signing off for today. But I'm busy? No, you're not busy. Are you busy? God. I went to school for electrical engineering and left behind my passion for game dev. Hey, Daniel. You're praising me too much, Daniel. A lot of it was you trying to learn more and just that push towards improving yourself, so I'm getting a lot of credit for things I didn't really do. Boom, back on track though. Let's see. I kind of want to put an animator on those and just like play one single animation if they are collected or not. Mike is good. I had him as a teacher in college. Yeah, man, I'm definitely a qualified teacher. I wouldn't say I'm the best fit. I'd say I'm just, a lot of it was written, I don't know, when I was teaching there, I wasn't really planning out classes so much. I wasn't like the teacher work, I didn't really do that. If I managed to share a little bit of passion of games, I think that's how I got through, but I don't know. Hey Hamid, you having an issue with Discord? Have you tried clicking on the link in the description down below? Ooh. Seems to work here, but I'm already signed in, so that's hard to say. What if I sign out? Okay, so I don't have any server on here. Let me click Discord link, the one that's in the description. No text channel. I can't seem to go through, you're right. I don't know why. It doesn't say, like, it doesn't say link expired or anything, so. I don't know, man. I think I'm just gonna put a new link now. This one can't be expired, it's gonna be brand new, so. Let's go here. We're gonna give a link to rules. Like, there you go. I'm sure Mike remembers my Frogger game with the fence animation, with all the fence animation and that futuristic girl that did like all the flips. Yeah, that's like first project he came in with those big 3D models with actual animations, and I just wanted to have a Frogger with blocks, you know? But no. That thing was out of school. There was cranes picking up that girl. Oh look, you may send me something. She sent me this. That's an update. Let's save that. Racoon, assets, artwork, and we're going to override the last one. Hopefully, we didn't break anything. You're doing an experiment? Oh my god, it broke everything. Oh my god, Yume, what have you done? You're not supposed to move. You're not supposed to move the tiles. Crap. Well, you know what? That's my new style, right? We're rocking this new style. Good thing I know these levels by heart. That sucks. I'm gonna have to redo all of that. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm gonna take that offline. Like, I don't want to redo this whole thing here online. Obviously, there's gonna be a lot of manual labor to be done. Why go? It all got, like, moved. Yeah, it all got moved. And repurposed. Oh, I needed that. That's perfect. Well, okay, that's it for this one. Let's see, what can we do, guys? What can we do? We've been streaming for about 3 hours. I think I'll be taking a break soon, but yeah. So this game is like the impossible. No, it's not. It's just a couple of issues happen, you know. We have a little bit of misunderstanding. Just pick the atlas. The thing is, the atlas is actually split into 16 by 16, and it's really small, and they don't have names. Like, I didn't name them. I didn't take time to name everything else. But anyway, I have to redo the level because I did not implement. There's like one thing I didn't do, right? So there's the sheet. Where's my sheet? I gotta bring it up. Racoon, there it is. And that's supposed to be my gameplay prefab, assuming I just dump all of that. That's my gameplay prefab. I forgot one of the most important one, which is just normal jumps over items. So when I jump over blocks, when I like jump over a pit, if I fall in the pit, I can't recover. But if I jump over an object, say a rock that's blocking the way, then I go on. But if I hit that rock, I can recover after that. So it's not true that this one is difficulty 1. Difficulty 1 is actually just a small rock that you jump over. So small rock, which messes up my whole curve at the moment, my whole difficulty curve, and I have to start over again. That was a 2, I guess. So as you can tell, I have a lot of work to do. Again, large rock would only be doable doing a jump and a dash at the same time, so that's 2 input. I'm gonna give it an arbitrary value of 5. Hey, look, he's trying not to get mad. I'm not mad. Just have to do things. Right. Well, I mean, we have to revert it. I can't, I mean, if we're gonna go forward with that new tile, of course, I can't just revert the thing. We have to take the new one. So guys, I'm actually going to take a break. We've been streaming for 3 hours. Thank you all for the thank you all for the suggestion in terms of what content to make. And yeah, this week, however, this week is already chosen. I'm already working on the video, and this time the video is not going to be crap like last video. I'm so ashamed that it went live like that, but there's a certain deadline I kind of have to meet, and for some reason the video got rendered in 480p, which just messed up everything. I'm still learning Premiere, like guys, I'm actually just trying it out as much as I can. But yeah, next video is gonna be about level balance, which is why I gotta get this thing down first, and then we're gonna explain how to balance a level in terms of a whole game. So look forward to that. Hopefully I can make it into like educative enough where it's not gonna be so boring. But yeah, okay, you may get him some food, we'll call him down. I'm not hungry, I want to go take a walk. Actually enjoy a little bit of the sun. We're finally getting some sun after like 5 days of rain. So having that said, guys, thank you for tuning around. Do you have anything else to add? Or do you guys have any question to ask? Now would be the time. And I'll be taking those directly on Discord, so if you have any issues that I can fix quickly, make sure you go on Discord. You can tag me in the programming help. Go like Nerkmine, that's my name on Discord. Hello darkness, my old friend. He owed me ice cream because he lost at Fortnite 5 times last night. Okay, can we please tell Yume something really important? When you play a Battle Royale game, the chances you win the game are not 50-50 off the get-go. You don't have 50% chance of winning the game. It's not you win or you lose. It's you win against 99 other people. So you have technically 1% chance to win, even though that's really off because people suck. But by the way, out of 5 games I won 1, so that's my 20% win ratio right there. Anyone here? What were we going to do? Okay, let's see. Hey. Thanks for the stream and the help, and also thanks for the help on Discord. Cheers, guys. I'm going to end on this note. I will catch you next Saturday, and well, first Thursday this week, and then next Saturday. And yeah, I'll see you there. Cheers.